Just like that, guys, we're live once again. It's me, Tom Owens. I'm here with my brother, Archie Tovar.
Yeah.
From MMA Fight Pass. MMA Fight Pass, the Hammer Fist podcast.
The Tom Owens Show.
Tom Owens Show. You guys know me. We're getting to know each other better now. I've been going live a lot more lately. This is my brother right here, though, that I started off the podcast world with. I could have never did anything I'm doing in my podcast stuff without this guy. Right here behind me, got Diaz-Valdovinos. We're here, guys. We're live in Farmersville, California at the Boys and Girls Club. We got the annual toy drive going on for Christmas. Danny, how you doing, my brother?
Great, guys.
Come in here.
Turnout. Great to have you guys here. Yeah, this is probably one of our biggest years.
Talk a little louder.
We've been doing this for about 18 years now, and every year it's getting bigger and bigger. And I want to say we had about 400 people so far come in and out of this place. Send your kids over here if you live around the area. We're going to be here till toys run out. We have a bunch of snacks and drinks offers for you guys. We'll be doing some award presentations and just spread the word. See you guys next year.
Yeah. Danny, how late are we going to be out here today doing this? How long do you think there'll be toys that are available that kids can still come by and get a gift?
I said at least 3 o'clock on the day.
You hear that? Now that's great, guys. Right now, what time is it? Right now it's
12:38.
It's only 12:38 right now, guys. You heard, they'll be out here until at least 2:30. There'll be gifts out here. So if you know a special kid that might need something, or you got kids yourself, this is a good spot to come. They even got a little food and stuff on the side. Archie, what do you think about today and what's going on? Archie, you've been through this multiple times now. What do you got to say about this event we got going on today?
Yeah, well, this is our second time here, right? We were here last year, you and I, I asked Danny, hey man, let's do this again. It was great last time, and like Danny said, look at these people, right? The numbers are getting bigger, so it's a great thing for the community, right? For everybody, for the kids. Just to come out and get some extra presents.
Just like that, you heard it right there. Guys, Farmersville's growing and the whole community's growing and getting more positive with each year. And man, we can only do this with the blessings of God above. And man, I just thank everybody out there that was a part of this. We got a lot of people, man. I really do thank the Lord above for the people that have our community that came in and helped out Danny and made this thing grow. One special individual out there, his name is Johnny Alvarez, I believe. Talk about Johnny a little bit.
And John, he's been one of our biggest supporters. He's always there willing to help, and I could always count on him. He's been helping us out now for a couple of years, and I appreciate him a lot. He's one guy that's always there to help out.
Always there to help out, man, and that's what it takes, guys. And when you're out there, you've heard the term sharing is caring, but during the holidays, you start getting that feeling like you might want to help people out. There's always something like this going on, but if you can do it in your local community, get out there and do it. There's always somebody that can use some kind of help in some type of a way. It doesn't have to be money out of your pocket. It might just be helping somebody lift something up into their car or something, you know what I mean? What else you got to say about today, Arch?
Yeah, no, I think this is a great thing for the community. Once again, we're here at the Boys and Girls Club in Farmersville, and this is one of the largest places here. We've had a show here, an MMA show, again, thanks to Danny. So Danny's bringing a lot of good things into the community, and especially this, you also have an Easter, Thanksgiving Easter, huh? Yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff that takes place here, because this guy right here, and the community, but everybody needs a leader to do something.
Yep, you always have to have a leader when it comes to doing things like this. In the world that we're living in today, guys, it's just such a fast-paced world, and everybody's got their mind in all these different technologies and online and social media and this and that. We forget about the real important things in life. Like, family's a biggie. Even when we go beyond, we start thinking about all this other stuff, and we forget about our family in a lot of different ways. But this is the time of year, guys, so there's always somebody you can help, even if it's your family or somebody, a neighbor, you know what I mean? How else can people go about helping people out, Dan?
Well, we always take donations year-round because we're planning to do this event. As long as God gives you the opportunity to do this event, I'm going to keep doing it till the last day, till my last breath. I'm going to keep doing this and helping out the community. So we'll be taking donations throughout the year when it comes to clothing or toys or canned foods. We're always going to be helping out needy families. So we'll appreciate any help anybody can give us. Thank you.
And there's a lot of people out there that claim to be doing something like this, guys. But there's also, in my opinion, a lot of scams out there, a lot of scamsters. I've known Archie and Danny both for quite a long time. I've known Danny for like more than 20 years though. And just knowing him and watching him, and I can identify with certain people, we share the same type of vibe. All three of us do. Certain types of vibes of people will usually go around that same type of vibe. You know what I mean? Helpers. There's all types, all these different types of people. But what I notice is the helping type will usually blend together in some type of way, and they'll get together and do stuff like this. So, yeah, all I can say is it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing that we're able to do this. And Danny, give us a brief directions if somebody does want to come here. I know a lot of people, you know about Farmersville, where it's at, but exactly where are we at here in Farmersville?
We're located right on Avery Street, right across from the school. I mean, right across from the school. So, and right next to Armstrong Park. So if you guys want to come by, it's pretty easy to find. So you guys are more than welcome to come by. Also want to say that I feel like we all were brought together for a reason with these guys right here. I feel a special bond with these guys, so I appreciate them a lot. And also want to throw a shout out to all my committee, Crystal Tina Lopez, Krista James Sanchez, Robert Hernandez Torres, Ruben, Eduardo Rodriguez, to my wife out there a lot, to the Cloud Factory from Collect Toys, to Terry's Barbershop, to Marisco Rochava, everybody else helped me out, also Pedro Gutierrez, and the Gutierrez Tree Service. Thank you guys for helping out. Appreciate that.
Danny, thanks for having us as a part of you right here.
Thank you guys. Look forward to working with you guys.
We're gonna be going off and on for a while we're here, and we'll, you know what I mean. You guys can. It's gonna be on Facebook.
It's on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn for those that want to look at different places.
Yeah, you guys, please, man, go on there. If you're on there and you're seeing this, we're gonna be off and on here. We're gonna stick around here for a while. We'll go live and we'll go off and on out of it. But please like and share what we got going on here, guys. If you can like and share anything we got going, go to our YouTube page. Like and share any way you possibly can. It'll help us grow. And just thank everybody.
Yeah. Basically, we're gonna hang out, like Tom's saying. We're probably gonna keep the video rolling, and just so you can see what's going on in the background, the beauty of this event, right?
Yes. Good idea. Good idea.
So this event, we have Santa Claus, the Grinch. It's all about keeping it all in the family.
We got
right?
Santa Claus and the Grinch right here with these kids.
That's right. So, what brought us together was mixed martial arts, and what's going to keep us together is mixed martial arts, right? So, Tom I want to kind of just congratulate Tom on what he's doing on his new show. I
couldn't do it without this man right here.
And you know what? This world is about helping each other, right? It's not about being greedy or it's about staying in shape, helping each other mentally, physically, especially physically, right? Because if you're not in shape out there, people, your mind's not going to be in shape.
And mentally is so important too. I think the two together, wouldn't you say about 50-50, but so important.
It's so important, right? And then your eating habits. I mean, who wants to have a big old face bloated up? I mean, excuse me for those that have it there, but you know what? You need to work on it, right?
You need to work on it. You need to work on it.
It's called obesity.
Yep. And the bottom line is to stay healthy. You feel a lot better when you're healthy. And all of us have been there. We all have our unhealthy moments in life. We're not talking like we're like in the perfect condition or anything like that. We all have our ups and downs, just like the stock market. But man, society has gotten so lazy and unhealthy, and there's so many diseases and stuff. Make this next year the year that you might just decide, you know what, I'm gonna make a change in my life. I know I got things on my list. You have things on your list that you want to improve each day. If you can improve from the day before, it will be good for you mentally and physically.
The consistency is so important. If you keep yourself consistent, start at one day, start at one push-up, whatever, right? The magic number is one. Once you start off on that one day, and then you keep it consistent, you're just going to elevate, right? You're just going to keep going 2 days, 3 days, and before you know it, you make it a habitual lifestyle. And that's what we want, that's what we, Tom and I, coach and teach the youth and the adults to have them good lifestyle, right?
Yep, it's teaching them a good lifestyle. Not only working with kids, one of the biggest things that I've got from parents and then from kids I taught 10 years ago that I see as adults now, that discipline that you get from training martial arts especially, it could be any sport is great, to be involved in, but there's something about martial arts, whether it's wrestling, jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, or mixed martial arts, it gives your child or yourself mental discipline that can go along in life with your job habits, your home life, your family, your friends, in all types of different ways. That discipline you gain and the respect that you gain for other people is one thing that I've got for sure. It's a part of life that you have to have the ability to ask for forgiveness and to apologize to people. There's martial arts can give you all these different things. What did you say, Archie?
Absolutely. You know, some people go astray with different thoughts of business. You know, oh, yeah, I'm trying to make hundreds of thousands of dollars, which is okay, but don't forget about the people around you and your health, right? I mean, if you're not in the gym and your mind's not in the gym, you know, you could be the smartest person out there, but even the richest people, look at Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, the CEO for Apple, all of the dudes look like Tom. They're like strong-ass people, you know what I mean? I mean, and these guys are CEOs, even Choka. And then even you have Elon Musk, forget about what he's doing on Twitter and whatnot, but that dude ain't no slob. I'm sure he has time to work out. The bottom line is money and being poor or having a lot of money and being rich is not an excuse not to work out.
You heard it right there, guys. We want to hope and wish that everybody has a good start to this 2023. We are in already. That's right around the corner. This is the last week or so of 2022. It's been a crazy year, flown by quick. And man, I just see things getting better. In my head, I want things to get better and better for us, for our company and the things that we got going on, helping people and helping ourselves as well. So I hope everybody out there has a positive start.
You know, one of the things I wanted to talk about, Tom, we always talk about it in our podcast about food. You know, not lately, I mean, I come from the restaurant background, so I cook a lot, you cook a lot. And one thing that I made a change, and hopefully people can make a change in 2023, is food. Food choices.
Give us some ideas.
You know what I mean?
Give me some examples.
So what's happening is that a lot of people are going out there and eating at restaurants where they could easily spend half that money and eat at home. You know what? The three basic,
saute pan going.
the two most basic and not so expensive foods is chicken and beef. Chicken, you know, has less grease than beef, but they're still both good. Another one is beans and rice, right? I mean, not because I'm Mexican, but I mean, those are
frijoles con arroz.
And then, so what you're doing is you're mixing all that up. You know what's a real good dish? Get some beef, like steak beef, chop it in small pieces with eggs, and that's a good breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
So you know
protein right there, too. Clean protein.
Yeah, you got your eggs.
Definitely better than fast food. We're in the habit now, man. America is, and you know what I mean? I can't say I haven't done it either. It's one of my weaknesses, but it's so easy to go into a fast food line or just like that, and man, it's just so bad for you. It's tasty, it's delicious, but almost every fast food joint out there is, be careful.
Yeah, you know
all
what?
I can say is be careful with it too much, right?
It's too much. Even at home, the sandwiches, get some wheat bread, freaking turkey, avocado, tomato, lettuce. Instead of going to Subway sandwich or Deli Delicious and spending $13 on a damn sandwich, where you can make 3 sandwiches like I just described for $13. You know what I mean? So it's all about cooking at home. Okay, yeah, once in a while. I mean, pizza's delicious. I don't think I'll be able to cook a pizza at home, but I think pizza is one of the better dishes to go out there. You can cook a pizza at home?
Hell yeah.
Oh my God. So what I'm saying is that
baby.
yeah, one of my pet peeves is eating, cooking for yourself, and being healthy. And how else do you do that by doing it right?
That's right, do it right. Well, Archie, let's take a little break right here, and then we'll get back on. We're going to keep this camera rolling or what?
Yeah, let's keep it rolling. And
I got to use the restroom, so
I'll just kind of step aside from the camera.
Spread the word. Farmersville, the Boys and Girls Club, guys. We're going to be here for a while. Right now is the time to come down.
Here comes Shofty. Oh, Tesla.
Sorry, dude. You want to get in front of the camera for a bit? All right, here we go. Right there. Ready?
Is it still going live or what?
Yep.
Yeah, once again, we're back.
Just like that. What's going on, guys? How you doing? Good? Are you guys getting some gifts? Yeah? Come around over here and say hi. Yeah, we got all kinds of kids right here, Archie. We're lining up, getting toys.
A lot of people here, everybody enjoying it. It's a great cause. The best, the best is helping out humanity, man. That's what it's about. It's just not all about pocketing other profits for yourself, but helping humanity,
That's right. It's all about helping one another, guys. It's holiday time. It's sharing and caring. But if you can help people in some way or another, that's what you want to do this time of year especially. There's a lot of people out there that don't have everything that you have out there. And, you know, at work, I work at Costco, and what I see, there's nothing wrong with it either, don't get me wrong. Even my family, I talk a lot of crap to sometimes, but I see people going in and buying gifts and spending thousands of dollars on crazy gifts that are super, super expensive. And
I can imagine, Tom, man.
Yes.
Tell me more about that shit. What's going on there?
no, I mean, you know what I mean? I'm not a perfect person, and my family does it, and I've done it myself too. But it's so easy to go out there and just throw that money out. And I'm seeing people just, you know, big digital TVs, the biggest TV you can think of, smart TV. How much are those? Oh man, they're $800. Oh, they're everything from $800 up to $3,000 easily that people are buying. You know what I mean? Yeah, but you should think though, if you can buy that kind of thing and you can give that as a gift, you might be able to help somebody out. And there's so many people in our community. Just me riding around and on my way to work and on the way home from work, I see people that are living out on the street and having a hard time. Everybody from young people up to middle-aged and older people is the worst thing I hate to see, is when I see an older person. But now, in our community, what I see a lot of, Archie, is I see a lot of young men that are at a very, you know, it's different than when I was a kid. Usually a homeless person would be somebody that was of an older age. But now, for the most part, when I see homeless men out there, there are young men that are younger than me that are in their late 20s and early 30s now.
How do you explain that?
How do you explain that is one of the things I trip on, because the government does help people out so much. They help people out a little too much. It's almost like the government doesn't mind this and they want this in a way, because there are jobs out there, right?
Yeah, I think all that stems from like mental health, right? Your mind is strong. We were talking about the mind earlier, right? And how do you get your mind strong by getting your body strong? Well, these guys, like you're saying, that you don't expect to be out there homeless, they don't understand how many programs there are. You're right. There's a food stamp program. You used to go EBT or something. You got that. You got health insurance. That United Health Centers.
Yes.
That company has freaking hope. I guess emergency rooms. They have clinics, I guess they're called.
Basically, what you're saying is the help is out there.
The help is so out there.
Yeah, the help is out there. One unfortunate thing, though, Archie, is like a lot of the homeless people that I see that are living on the street, they're getting free food and everything. And don't get me wrong when I talk about stuff like this, because I've been in the worst positions that you can be in life, from alcohol and drugs, being homeless and different things like that. There's always a way you can get out of those things, though. That's the bottom line. But a lot of people that are getting food stamps and free money from the government, though, especially when it comes to food and food cards, they'll turn around and sell that stuff for drugs, unfortunately, right?
Yeah, I've heard of that, you know.
It happens. It's something that happens. It occurs all the time, unfortunately.
It all stems from drug abuse, mental health, and family. You know, if you don't have family supporting you, you know, things don't look well for you. It's unfortunate. There's a lot of people out there like, gosh darn it, man. Who's out there for this?
There's people out there, that's for sure. Now, speaking of mental health, it's important that we do talk about mental health, because unfortunately, mental health is a huge problem, not just in America, but throughout the world. But now, out of all the homeless people I see on the streets and these young men, yes, there are a small percentage of them do have mental health. There are a lot of people out there looking for these type of people, though.
There goes the man's back.
Yes, the man is back. Danny, good job, Danny.
Oh, this event's going great.
It's going good.
Thanks for now.
Talk a little bit, Danny. We're going to bring Danny back in for a second. Danny, compared to last year and the years before, how is this event today? How has it grown? Come in closer and talk a little bit. What do you think is the biggest difference that you've seen this year compared to years in the past, and how is it growing?
I think there's a lot of unity going on this time. I think a lot of people are willing to help work together as a team, and the community's coming together. You know, I know we're all part of the MMA community, box community, but it's more about that, you know, and it's more about us working together as a team. If we work together as a team, we can make anything possible, man. Anything is possible. Nothing in life is impossible. So if we give it a fair shot, we can make it happen. And I appreciate everybody that's helping out this year.
Yeah, it's amazing how many people are showing up. Are still here. What time did you open the doors for the people who are here? What time did you have?
Around 11:45.
11:45. We're almost 3 hours into it. Almost 3 hours. Man, and there's people still at the door and looking for presents. That's amazing. Friends and family coming through all the time.
Oh,
Nice.
oh. Yeah, how you doing, dude? Come here. Right here real quick. Right here.
Hey, young man. Come on in.
You know what? I have to thank my Lord and Savior above, God and our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ above, that we have a young man like this. Say hi to the camera. What's your name? Levi. This is Levi right here. This is one of my old jiu-jitsu students and one of the students at Team KO. Say hi to my friend Archie right here. Levi, get in that line and get a toy. You. Oh, man, what a trip this world is that we're living in, man. When I was a young man, let's listen to the background real quick.
We gotta get Santa Claus or the Grinch over here.
Yeah. We got Santa Claus right here and the Grinch, guys. You know what? When I was young, man, I never would have saw myself in this position, Archie, where I was actually being in a position that I could reach out and try to help people.
You got a platform now.
Guys, this is right here. Yeah, hold on, man.
Say hi right here.
Come say hi to that camera and say, look what I got.
Yeah, presents are flying all over the place here.
Yeah, presents are flying. There's still a ton of presents too, guys. Hey, people got together, really backed this up. When this first started years back, you see all those presents behind those tables. You can't see them too good, but trust me, there's a whole bunch of tables, there's a whole bunch of presents. And we couldn't have got all those together if there wouldn't have been people in the community that were helping with this and pitching in. And it takes a lot of people. Like, it does take a team. It's not one person can get this thing done. You know, Danny didn't do this by himself. He has people that come together and they back everybody up. It's one team and one unit, right?
That's it, man. And you know what? I'm gonna go get a piece of fun. You want a fun? Okay. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some Mexican bread. They're providing food, drinks, toys, all kinds of stuff. Come.
Yes.
I think from the bottom of my heart, you guys are key players, not all the kids, and I look forward to working with you for a long time. And I recognize you for all hard work. He's in our hard work over there. So spend all the time. And probably players. Because I'm the one that
Good job, coach. Hi, how you doing? You guys come here real quick.
Let me say hi to the.
Hi there, come here. Wave that camera right there. Say what's up. Say Merry Christmas. Look, guys, who we got right here. We got the spirit. We got a beautiful elf right here. We got Santa Claus right here.
Say hi, Santa, right there.
Guys, we couldn't do this with all these people
Merry
not
Christmas.
getting together.
Merry Christmas!
Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Thank you.
Santa, how many people are here today? All right.
Merry Christmas!
Good.
Half the community. Half the community, Tom.
Oh, yeah.
Half the community was here.
Oh, what's that?
Half of the community was here.
Oh, yeah. Half of the community. It's a big turnout, guys. We couldn't do it without all these people. Just thank God above and Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, that we have good people like this that come together and we all help each other out. Thank you guys so much for coming together. Thank you for helping out the kids.
Amazing, yeah. What a great gathering.
What's your name? Say it loud.
Jasmine.
Jasmine, what?
My name is Noah.
What's your name?
Noah?
Mr. Grinch?
The Grinch, I like those eyes. What about you?
My name is
Angelina and Eliana. All right, guys. We got a bunch more kids down here, guys. We're still going to be going for a little while here. If you want to get in on this, come on down to Farmersville.
Everybody get your toys here? You got your toys?
Oh, yeah. All right, guys. Thank you. You guys have fun. Merry
Christmas. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Right here, the trio. Say hello.
There you go, right there. What do you guys got going for Christmas? What do they do? They go in there and pick whatever you want, and they do a choice of whatever you want.
I like the Grinch's uniform. Grinch. So, are you able to talk and tell everybody to come over here?
Can you read sign language?
Do some sign language. Come on here.
Right here. Oh! Farmersville community puts out kids like a motherfucker. That's it, dude. Wow, boy. That's right, that's good.
It looks like it's kind of wrapped it up a little bit.
Yeah. Let's wrap it up. I got to see it.
Yeah.
I got it. Anything happens.
Let's wrap it up.
It's my own fault for procrastinating.
Tell the audience.
It's horrible about you.
We're just about to wrap it up.
Guys, we're gonna. You know what, guys? Man, I'll say it again, but I just thank God for everybody that has been brought into my life at different times of my life for different reasons. But like Danny said, you know, I also feel the same way that Archie and Danny were brought into my life at certain times for a certain reason, and it's been for a positive reason for sure. But, you know, them coming into my life has made my life positive in many different ways. Why? There's no telling what I would have been doing if I know myself. I've been involved in negative things a lot throughout my life, and when I'm not with positive people, I still could easily go the wrong route and go into negative things in my life. So I thank you, brother. I thank everybody that's here. I really do thank you, man, for everything you've helped me with my life. And Danny, man, guys like this, whenever you have a chance to get positive people in your life, you know the difference. You can feel it when a person's positive or negative. If they're giving you something good in your life or something bad, pretty easy to feel. You can feel it in the heart and in the mind. Take advantage of those moments when you get someone like that. Take advantage of it and see where it can bring you in life. Anyhow, you have anything that you would like to say before we wrap this up, Archie?
Yeah, no, I just appreciate the community of Farmersville. I appreciate Danny. We're going to be back in Farmersville for an MMA show under MMA Fight Pass tutelage. That's coming. That news is coming up soon. MMA Fight Pass for 2023 is having a lot of good things coming. We're in the middle. Here's some breaking news. We can't say where, when, or why, but we're in the middle of negotiating, and we pretty much have that negotiating almost signed to have an MMA show in casinos. The casino's going to have a hotel, and it's going to be beautiful, man. I mean, it's just amazing how. And you know what, Tom? You know why that happened? That happened. The casino contract happened because of our 2 or 3 years of work that we've been doing. We made so many contacts in so many different places that people know us already. And this one contact was like, "Hey man, why don't we do a show? I have a casino." We're like, yeah, and, I wouldn't have met him if Tom and I would have been doing these podcasts. I wouldn't have met a lot of people if Tom. I mean, I think it goes for both of us, right?
Yep.
So these are good things in life, and 2023 is going to be good for us,
All right, that's it. Oh, we're looking forward to it too, guys. We're going to keep you guys informed of what's going on. MMA Fight Pass, the Hammer Fist Podcast, and the Tom Owens Show. We're all building and building and building. It hasn't been that long, but we're building at a good rate.
And don't forget, or actually, I was trying to tell them, we have some good big things coming for the city of Orange Cove. I'll just leave it as that. But the city of Orange Cove, their Parks and Recreation Department is going to be having big youth MMA programs pretty soon. Orange Cove, look for them. Appreciate them. Thank you.
That's another thing that we are doing. Archie's going to be working with the city with Orange Cove, and I'm actually going to be working right here in Tulare County with our city, working with troubled gang members. And troubled youth is basically what we didn't know that this was going to happen. It wasn't our plan. Me and Archie's plan and Chris Ronquillo, our original plan wasn't to work with troubled youth. I had no idea it was going to go to this, but it is, and we're doing something good. Another boom.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Blessings will keep coming,
Yep, the blessings will keep coming, guys. We love everybody out there, and Archie, just thank you so much. Everybody have a great holiday. Thank you, anybody that's tuned in and everybody that watches this, guys. You guys have a great Christmas and a great Happy New Year.
Yeah, we got Santa Claus behind us and the Grinch, but you know what? It's all love.
All right.
Ready to sign up.
We'll see you guys next time.